Oh, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy. Here we are with part 7 of my walkthrough. And you're joining us here for the next part of day 2. What we're looking here is the quest for Noel. It's taking us all the way back to the bit from earlier in the story. And showing you actually the tail up the actual Noel fight itself. It's been a long time coming, but I did Snow first, now come to fight Noel. And
Noel.
here is the lead up to that.
So this is the prophesized future. By killing the Savior, a brand new world will be born. Yule. So that's it. All this time, you've been dreaming of a new world where you're reunited with Yule.
It's no dream, Lightning. The future is right there in the Oracle Drive. If I kill the Savior, then the world will be reborn. And this time, it's going to happen like it's supposed to. It's going to work. I failed once before, long ago. But you know that story. I defeated a friend because I believed that would save everyone. Everything went wrong. Yes, I won our fight like I was supposed to. And then he died. But that just unleashed the chaos that's tearing this world apart. So yeah, I destroyed the world. It's a hell of a thing. Snow never blamed or judged me, though. And Hope tried to lead humanity in the fight against the chaos. Of course, I fought alongside them both. Damn it, but we were fools back then. We might as well have spat in the wind the good it did. I'd already signed the world's death warrant. 5 short centuries, that's all we had. And now even that's gone.
Noel, it wasn't your fault. It never was. If anyone's to blame, it's me.
Maybe you're right. But you know what? I don't think it even matters anymore. I'm only interested in creating a new future. That prophecy is the key to my dream of seeing Yule again. I'm going to make it happen. It's nothing personal, Lightning. I really wish the prophecy didn't show you dying. But it does, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to make it happen. 500 years ago, I committed the ultimate sin. One more death on my conscience won't do anything to me. It has to be done!
That all you've got?
Damn, that god of yours gave you some serious power.
I'd call it a mixed blessing. I'm more powerful than I ever was, but it came with a price. I'm not even sure if I'm human anymore.
Not human. What are you, Lightning?
I wish I knew. Believe me, I've taken a lot of lives. More than I can count. If I had any humanity left, I would have been crushed by the guilt by now. Do I look crushed to you? I am going to see Sarah again. I'm going to fight for as long as it takes, give whatever it takes, even if it's my humanity. But you're not like me, Noel. I know you're different, even if it's for the future, even if it's to see Yule again. You don't have it in you to kill me. You're still human. You killed a friend once in order to save the world, and you can't do it again. Right? You know it's true. I can see it in your eyes.
You think you're safe from me? Sure about that?
No. But the clock is ticking on this world, and I've got things to do before time runs out. You don't want to get in my way, Noel. You might still have scruples, but I don't. Not anymore.
Damn it, Lightning! Is this all you are now?
That's right. To save Sarah, I'll throw everything else away. I'll even be God's little pawn. No one's gonna stop me from trying. Not even you. You want to find Yule? Then find her in death!
I'll find her, all right. Count on it. But we'll both be alive. In a new future. In a new world that I'm gonna make happen with my own two hands. Even if it means destroying you!
To make the prophecy come true, you think you have to kill me?
And that brings us into the fight. Well, it's one of these dodgy looking fights. As you can see, Noel's totally lost it. No Christ, this is his first version. If you face him after day 5, you'll find you'll play against No Christ Plus. Although this is a bit harder. He'll use the same spells as he uses now, but a bit harder again. If you want to be smart about this, the best way to hit him and kill him is with lightning. Yeah. No surprises there. That's the same with most of the bosses. You get them a saga. You use some debuffs, which I've done here. A depredict and whatnot will debuff them. They can just blast away. And then eventually you're staggering them. And then just you're meleeing them to death, virtually. Not much else really to go on that. Thunder is probably your best bet. If you're wanting to protect against his attacks mainly consist of melee, so that's kind of physical damage, and usually wind attacks. When he gets to a later stage in the fight, he'll start using tornado against you. As wind attacks can be blocked using particular amulets. If you have them, you can equip them. But the No Christ fight isn't too hard at all. As you see here, I virtually got him staggered so much I've knocked him up in the air. Once you use stagger, you can use one of your Aga spells, like Thundaga for example, or Blizzaga, etc. Thundaga will do quite nicely to knock him up to there virtually when he's in the air. And you can do multiple hits of damage, and you can keep juggling him technically. His highest spell is just what you just saw there a minute ago, which was Meteor Javelin. That's his best one. At this point, he'll use Blessing Shadow, I think that was called there, and that will double up and it'll give him buffs. But you can quickly debuff him again, just like one bump and debuff him. He'll speed up, he's got haste there as you can see, and he'll continuously come at you with everything he's got. This is mainly because he died. It's the usual thing when you go about halfway. Most bosses you fight will kick up speed, so you've got to be ready to counteract that. The perfect guards are doing well here. Because his attacks can be nasty if he does touch you, but Noel's one of the easiest bosses you can get. As you can see, he's even easier than Snow. I've got him down quite quickly within a couple of minutes. It's not took me that long to actually kick Noel's butt. Again, I've got my stagger in the air. That one I didn't quite get a chance to stagger him enough. Flipped him up in the air, but I never actually got the hit in. Quite debuffed down. He's lost all these extra buffs as well. Here he goes again, Blessing of Shadows. That Gale Fang again. Gale Fang will hit you with multiple target hits. Again, staggered them up there. It's kind of basic hitting, looking for stagger. Staggering is the key to any of the boss fights in this game. It's not one of the hardest games of Final Fantasy. As you know, it's been a kind of funny one, how you level up. It's all about doing the side quests, really. Again, that's No Christ done. Again, like I said, easy mode, but I'll go into that in more detail later on in one of the episodes, exactly why the boss fights end up being easy mode when I went through the game in hard mode. There's a specific reasoning for that, which we'll go into at a later stage. Type of story here.
Future won't come true. It's all over now.
You think I'll give up that easy, Savior? I'm not done yet. I am going to kill you.
Sure, do your worst. Yule's still waiting for you.
That's right, I'll do it for Yule's sake. Even if it means having your blood on my hands. I know if she was here, she'd try to stop me. She's gonna be disappointed as hell in me, at least for a while. But she'll get over it. And I need this future. It will be done!
didn't you do it?
Because Yule... She wouldn't... This isn't what she would want. She had the power to see into the future. Every terrible vision she saw, one after another, whittled her life away. She must have known all along when she would die, and how she would die. But even so, she never gave up hope. She didn't stop trying to make things better for all of us. She didn't stop smiling. Yet, what did I do? I saw one prophecy and I let it control me. I didn't try to fix anything, just try to kill you to make it come true. I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to look her in the eye if I did.
But you destroyed the machine.
Maybe that prophecy was my last chance to see Yule, but maybe it's better this way. Maybe it's better to never see her again than make more mistakes. Did you hear that? Yule!
Noel, you did the right thing. Your soul will come to me. We'll meet again, sooner than you think. I promise.
I'd say sorry, but I did try to kill you. I don't think a simple apology's going to cut it.
Even if I pushed you into it? You've had 5 long centuries to brood on what happened. And I come along and force you into a corner. Maybe I'm the one who should apologize. But Yule was right. You belong in the future, and I can take you there. You deserve a new beginning, in a new world.
A new world. So is your god building us a paradise?
Not exactly. It's just an ordinary place, with ordinary people, working hard together to make it as good as it can be.
Doesn't sound like the Shadow Hunter would be welcome there. Hey, but if I'm gonna get a second lease on life, maybe it's time I stopped living in the shadows. Right, Lightning?
And you'll find that wraps up the main quest of Luxarian. But how do I put this? It doesn't quite wrap up Luxarian, because Luxarian's like a key moment area in the whole game. You actually come back to Luxarian by the end of the game. The reason being is was going to go into shortly, and that's the cathedral issue. The cathedral, actually, you'll find, has Vanille in it. Vanille is a key member of this actual story. This is wrapping up to the thing that's going on with Fang, which we'll go into next episode. But we're going to go and run across the Luxarian story, just to wrap a few moments up. And I'm just going to go through how we actually unlock the cathedral area. Before I leave this area, we'll pick up the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter is an awesome weapon. It's Noel's sword. And you get to take that with you, much like you get to take the Kai's Chaos Revenge weapon and whatnot. So you get these weapons, and these are the best weapons you can get right now in the game. Now you wait me all the way to the cathedral. Meet Armia.
It's not that I've been sworn to silence anything. Quite the opposite. I feel like I've got to tell someone. Let me start from the beginning. I am Eremiah, one of the blessed members of the Order tasked with looking after Lady Vanille.
Did you say Vanille?
Yes, our Lady Vanille. The one and only holy saint who has been gifted with the mysterious ability to hear the cries of the dead that are carried on the winds of chaos.
Vanille, the saint?
Yes, well the fact is that the Holy One is particularly attached to one particular belonging. A small stone that she always carries.
I'm guessing it's no regular piece of rock.
You're quite right. It seems like something very special. It reflects the light with a rainbow iridescence. But several days ago, that very stone was stolen by some reprehensible thief. Ever since its disappearance, the poor saint has hardly said a word. She's completely withdrawn.
She can't find the thief?
Find the thief? The holy saint? She cannot leave the cathedral. It is completely out of the question.
I see, so you keep your precious saint locked up like some sort of criminal or animal.
You say too much. Well, the only reason the saint is kept within the cathedral is for her own safety and protection.
She can't be trusted with herself?
Yes.
If what you say is true and
You're suggesting that a member of the Order stole the saint's precious... You could not be more wrong.
then you admit...
There is an outfit which is allowed to enter to make their deliveries, but their staff always go through a thorough inspection. They couldn't even sneak out a pebble if they tried.
There's an exception to every rule.
I wish I could tell you, but I don't know.
Right, so you've been instructed to go and find the Saint Stone. Finding the Saint Stone will be pretty not that hard.
At least I can give it a shot.
Oh, you are far too...
Pretty straightforward this. This is where you're looking to go here. We go up the avenue, through the back alley area, into the waiters district. You'll find a guy with question marks next to some boxes.
Why don't you just...
Well, that's one of our new...
From the cathedral?
How'd you know that? The new lad was? Never even got there. We've really stuck our foot in it now. The Order's...
I may be able to... I'm looking for something that was taken from the... I'll take full responsibility.
I'd love to let you take a look, but I haven't been able to get it open.
Fine, I can...
Wait, what? Hold on. Seriously?
No, not really.
Yeah, so you, let me put it this way, break the boxes quite easily, allowing you to find the crystal shard and a wee bronze medal to add to your collection.
Could there be someone within the Order?
Now you've got that, you need to go back around to see Vanille, and with the actual crystal shard that you've got there, you'll find that this will let you in.
Hey, is this...
Oh, this rainbow sparkle, this sheen. Yeah, the saint will be thrilled to have it back on...
I don't know how close you are with Vanille, but do you know why she cares so much about that particular stone?
I do. The saint confided the truth to me when it appeared lost forever. She told me that this stone, this very stone, was held clutched in her hand when she awoke from her crystal stasis 13 years. She claims this stone holds a special power. Every once in a very rare while, it shows a glimpse of the precious family who is lost to her now. I can tell she cares for them with all...
Family? She must have meant...
Oh my. You know of Lady Fang? Yes, it seems it was possible for the saint to sometimes get a glimpse of Lady Fang in the facets of that stone.
I can see why the stone meant so much to her. Tell Vanille I'm glad she has it back safe and sound.
Oh, I couldn't possibly give her that message. But you will have the chance to tell her yourself.
Huh?
The holy saint herself has expressed an interest in seeing you. And so I was asked to give you this.
This gives you the Cerberus entrance key.
A key.
This is a copy of the key that unlocks the service entrance to the cathedral. The saint has no duties at this hour and should be found in her chamber. The gates are locked. But
Then...
yes, just thinking that I might get to see the saint smile again fills my heart with nothing but...
That completes the quest, allows you to use the Cerberus entry key. This will allow you in the gates when the gates are shut at a particular hour at night. In this case, you'll be able to use the side entrance to the left of the actual gate itself. Once you get through the gate, you'll reach the Hall of Devotion, and you can come up here and Vanille will be at the other end. This is what ties up with the story, which we'll be going into heavy detail next week, which will be the point where we left you off last time with Fang and Lightning opening the gate in the desert. So we'll go into that in more detail. But this links to this, because this is the final conflict area in Luxarian, where you'll have to come back to in the final day. So this part of the story is quite relevant.
Lightning?
Long time no see, Vanille. You look well, and you haven't changed. You're just as I remember.
Me and everyone else. But you don't mean it like that, do you?
Vanille, we'd fought together once a long time ago. We were comrades in arms in a battle against gods who toyed with human destiny. And at the end of that battle, she sacrificed herself. She turned into a great crystal pillar, rising from the plains of Pulse, holding a world full of people safe in the sky.
But then 13 years ago, she came back.
You again?
Oh.
So you two know each other?
Oh yes, we've been together ever since I woke up. Right, thick as thieves.
But Fang's not around.
Well, we woke up at the same time, and we were together for a while, but she left.
And you decided to stay behind under the protection of the Order? You must have a reason.
Uh-huh. There's something I have to do. It has to be me, and it has to happen right here.
Oh, big black area, as you see.
Chaos swirling around in here. I'd have thought the Order's cathedral at least would still be clear.
Largest focused
I know.
area of
It hurts
chaos on the
terribly.
planet.
I understand. But it won't be long now. You'll be free soon.
Vanille, who are you talking to? What is this stuff?
A wind of sorrow, the lament of the dead. Can't you hear their voices? Lost souls crying out in pain and suffering.
You mean this wind is the dead?
Yeah, they've been drawn here, one after another. All the people who died after the chaos poured through the gate. They've been swallowed by the chaos, and now they're trapped inside. I can feel it. All their sadness, all their grief. They're swelling around me. Every single cry feels like a dagger. Right in my heart.
There must be so many millions of souls, and you feel all their pain? That can't be.
Our world is being destroyed. There's no place for them to come back to. And there's no way for them to be reborn anymore. So they're caught in the chaos with their pain. They just can't escape it. The Order believes that the souls have to be saved from their sorrow. They say the only way to do that is to offer them oblivion. Vanille's job is to call them to her so that can happen.
All of those souls at the same time? But Vanille, will you be able to handle all that?
I don't have any choice.
So now you understand.
If she doesn't, can you guess what will happen? This wind has been building imagine how much energy is inside.
If it ever got out, all at once.
It'd be the end of this world, and the future as well.
So it ties up to the end of the story. So the last time you've been in this hall until the end scene on the last day. Join us next time. We'll be looking over the next area of the story, winding up the final day, winding up towards the final day. This been Zero Royster with Lightning Returns. Catch you next time.